Hey snowmobilers, I'm here in the garage with our newest cat. No, not that cat. This cat. And it's time for the G8 upgrade. Let's get to it. There's a few things that you need in order to put the G8 display on an existing snowmobile. And the one thing that there's much debate over this. What I got is a new hood. Now the hood comes in this very protective shell here. Here's the new hood. And I don't know if you noticed, but it's completely black. There are no stickers on it like there is on my, so I had to buy the stickers. Now you can see that on this hood, we've got the nice big display opening here. You can, and they do give you, I'm going to show you that in a minute, they do give you a template for that, but then it's up to you to cut it. And I don't trust myself with a Dremel on something that delicate. I'm thinking that is not going to work well for me. So I bought a new hood. It does cost, I believe it's $240 or $250 plus the cost of the stickers. And so it is an additional cost. Now, I got the G8 display without the radio. In the G8 kit, here's what you get. This is everything that's in the kit. This is the actual display right here. This little box right here, this is what you get from Garmin. Here is the G8 display. There's also a kit with a few, all the doodads in here that you need, brackets and screws and all that stuff. In here is a little adapter module that you use to plug in the display to the machine. This is the mounting bracket that you basically fasten to the bottom side of the hood. And here are all the instructions. And in here, here's your template. Cut it out, put it on your regular Catalyst hood, and cut out the hole. So with that, let's get the thing off. First thing you got to do is get the side panels off. And they do take a little bit of persuasion. There's one panel off. And then there's two quarter-turn fasteners on the sides. And then we also need to unplug the current display so that everything on the hood plugs in right over here. We unplug that. And there you go. You got the display off. All right, you can't see them on the camera, but there are two screws right down in here. Those are Torx, and they appear to be T20 Torx screws right down there. Okay, so this decorative piece, I'm looking at the camera here. So this decorative piece comes off. That exposes the screws that hold the windshield on. Okay, will this come off? All right, so let's review what I just did. I mean, this looks like a mess, but let me explain. I have to remove the trim piece. Once you remove the trim piece, you can remove the windshield, okay? Then I turn the hood assembly upside down on this carpet, and I unscrewed a whole bunch of screws on the outside. The last thing that you need to take apart is the headlight, and the only thing attaching the headlight to the hood is the headlight adjustment screw. So once you take off the headlight adjustment screw, the headlight comes out. you basically unplug everything that you see here, just unplug it all, and set that aside. The other thing that I did is I removed the old display from the hood. That way I can set this aside. I don't know if I'll ever need it again or if I'll sell it on eBay. Who knows what I'll do with it yet. I'm not sure, but at least I have that, and I've got this little bezel that goes with it to hold it all together. So I've got that separate from the hood. Now you can see that where the stickers go on the hood, these are the ones that you have to order separately. All right, so now I got that done. The next thing you have to do is we have to kind of put together this entire assembly. So the first thing you do is you put this rubber spacer in here, and basically you put it on, fold it over, and then fasten it on the other side. The grommets push through the back. This is the back side of the mounting bracket. This is the front side. So the grommets push through the back side into the front side, and then you fold over the rubber mounting bracket. So then from here, now all you do is just slip that right on the display like that. Now in the kit of parts is several bags of screws, and the screws that you need for this are these little screws right here. You need those 4 screws, and then there are 4 washers. You need those too. These screws are a Torx 15. Okay, once that's on like that, then we need this module to plug things in. And how that fits on here, again, so this is the bottom. So we want all of the cables facing the bottom, and it fits at a little bit of angle. They give you 3 screws, and those fit here. Those are also a T15 Torx. You just want these snug. Don't worry about torquing them down. They just have to be snug. All right, the next thing we have here is we've got this fancy cable. The one plug goes right here. This display goes right here, and there should be only one way to put that on. Okay, there are notches in the plug here. So there's a matching set of notches, and it only fits on one way. Then what you got to do is bundle these in such a way that they're kind of out of the way, and they give you a little Velcro strap right here to do that. All right, we need to do a couple things to the hood. One thing we need to do is we need to put these, let's get this off to the side here. We need to put these back. Then they give you a little bit of weather stripping here. Not a lot. The idea is that you want the bottom open. Start on one end, and we're just going to put it across like that. So you want the bottom open. Now what you're going to do is take this display again. Here's the name Garmin, and there's a little cutout here for the name, when this is the bottom. So we're just going to remove this plastic covering here and get that out of the way. And then when we put it on, you get a nice tight fit. Just get them nice and snug there. They don't have to be super tight because that is plastic. So you want to be very careful with that. All right, so now we just have to start putting stuff back together. I think this is the hardest part of the entire install, and that is installing the headlight back in the hood. Okay, so what I did was I took the wiring harness off of, I unplugged the headlight just to kind of give me a little bit of extra flexibility. But one of the things that I noticed is that when I took this apart, I unscrewed the adjustment screw all the way, and what that did is it allowed the adjustment nut to stay in the headlight housing. I'm just going to screw this in just enough that I can pop this out. And then what you got to do is there was a washer and a spring. Here's the washer and the spring. And what you need to do is put this back in the hood. Put on the spring, then the washer, and then this adjustment nut. I'm going to try to make this so you can see it here, but all I've done is I've just screwed this in a little bit. You don't need to screw it in a lot. I do see the bolt there, so I've got enough threads in there so it will stay there. The other thing you got to do with this is this goes in the front. So these tabs go in these grooves right here. Hopefully you can see that. And so what we're going to have to do is you got to put this in here, there, like that. Okay, so it's actually, to me, it's not intuitive at all. And then this snaps back in here. There you go. Okay, and then this slides up in here like this. Okay, so now the headlight posts are in the little cradle right here. These wires are out of the way, and before I get any farther into this, I should go back and plug in the rest of this stuff here. Okay, this is the original wiring harness plug right here. There's only one way that all of this fits. Okay. This has to come down. Okay, and then these two here and these two, so there, like that. All right, there really wasn't, I took way more screws out of this than I needed to. There's two up here that hold underneath the glove box. Then there's a few on the sides here. Actually, this one right here, and then, yeah, this one, another one back here. And that's about it. And I think the rest of them are from the airbox. I took a bunch of the airbox ones off that I probably didn't need to. So let's take a look here. I've got the display on. Everything is plugged in with that. I've got the hood on. The only thing I need to do here is add the stickers. Now I just need to reattach the glove compartment lid. There's that. And then the windshield goes on. The windshield is going to go here, and somewhere I've got some screws for that. The other thing, I don't know if you remember, but I had a little problem getting these quarter turn fasteners removed because the little washers that it comes with, that keep it from falling out, I twisted the crap out of these things to get them off. And what I should probably do is I should have ordered a new set of these because these are all mangled now. For now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to straighten these out the best I can and reuse them. And with that, I'm going to get this thing back on the snowmobile. From my assistant and I, thanks for watching, and this winter I hope I see you on the trail.